What makes someone undateable in 2024?
For me, is defensiveness. I It's a complete turn off. If I'm coming to you about something I have an issue with or something I would like for you to change in order for me to show up as my best self, and like the examples we had with the lady yesterday, that's it. I can't do it. Listening to just listen and not to gain an understanding to come to a solution and find a common ground.
Selfishness. That goes for men and women. If you're selfish or self-centered, you're not going to work in a relationship at all. You're not going to work in a marriage.
I would say social media. Typically, like when a woman has a lot of social media friends, she's getting a lot of attention, so she typically reverts to that instead of focusing on what she has in front of her. So I would say social media, just in general, because that's really breaking everybody up and not having deep conversations or not having talks with other people because we're so just wrapped around the internet. We're not meeting people in person no more. We're not engaging or writing little notes or being cute or even having romance. It's more of let me slide up in her DMs and kind of go from there. And vice versa with women advertising themselves, twerking their butts, showing off their bodies, and then from there wanting a man to be a man. How you well wanting a man to be a gentleman. That's the issue nowadays. There's no gentlemen nowadays, as well as there's no grown women trying to be about that lifestyle.
For me, it's the inability to concede to logic. Me just being the person that I am, I feel like if you can't concede to the most basic of logic, that drives me nuts. It it insults my intelligence, and you're trying to when you try to warp my reality, I have a problem with that. I can work with truth. I cannot work with a liar.
DJ, that kind of goes with ego.
I never said I didn't have ego, child.
No,
I
no,
never
no, no,
said.
no, not you, not you. I'm saying
Oh,
the man not being able to concede to logic. That's because they
well,
can't get out of the way of their own ego.
you know what? I think that that's another trait that we got to introduce then, humility. Both of us in love, you have to be able to give in sometimes, even if it doesn't make you feel like it's not about winning. It's not about winning or losing in a situation. If y'all don't have each other, then y'all are both losing, right? So the goal is to keep each other. But when people have issues in relationships, I feel like sometimes, like you mentioned, it's an ego thing and people want to win. And I think that if a person is right about a situation, it's okay to concede to the logic. But also, on the other end, if you are right, don't be a sore winner, so to speak. Don't rub it in their face, you know? So, but I do have a problem because there seems to be an uptick to me of gaslighting and manipulation. And that comes with warping people's reality and telling them that what they're seeing and what they're hearing isn't real. That puts your sanity on the line after a while. When somebody continues to gaslight you and tell you, yeah, that thing that you're feeling, that thing you saw, that thing you heard, that's not real. Drives me absolutely nuts. So
I'm gonna say pessimistic or pessimist. I don't vibe well with people that are pessimistic. Um, so that's like
So I think for men, it's things where like so if I was trying to fix somebody up, sometimes I'd be like, man, I'm not fixing this dude up with nobody. Argumentative, um, like you say, argumentative, pessimistic, and accusatory. You always want to put the blame on somebody. You all you want to do is argue with people, and you just carry bad energy with you. I could never fix that type of person up with no damn body because that shit ain't gonna work. You'll bring somebody, you bring energy down. You're gonna bring the woman energy down. You bring the people you be around energy down, and you just want to argue nonstop. Don't nobody want to exist like that. Like it's people. So yeah, for the women, I'll say the same thing. Like argumentative, like beauty, like so, and that's subjective. So that's to you know what I'm saying. Everybody kind of got, well, most people kind of have some type of a type, and ability to follow directions. Like if you can't follow directions as a woman, it's impossible to lead. Well, it's going to be very difficult to lead somebody who can't follow any directions that you give them. So yeah.
Chanel.
I went already. We still in the same. We talking about.
Oh, my bad. I was doing something else. I was waiting to hear you. Dang it.
What was it? Another question?
No, I think he wanted us to go further into it. So let me ask you this: what have been some of the reasons that you disqualified who you was dating off of that list? Did you meet somebody with those characters? I don't know, somebody back from her. Is that you, or DJ? Hold on, let me mute you up. So yeah, maybe y'all could tell what's a reason that y'all disqualify somebody based off of the three things that y'all gave, and how are you trying to, what are you doing to stay away from finding somebody with those same traits? Like what's the strategy to make sure you don't run into that same thing again?
Standards. Staying true to your standards, and not wavering on it, because a lot of times when us ladies, we start to fall in love, we get soft, we start making excuses, we start, well, maybe he didn't mean it that way, and he's not really good in this area, even though that was a standard of mine, but I'm still going to make excuses, I'm still going to make the exception. And when you make the exception, you almost always regret it. So staying true to your standards is the best way to stay safe when dating.
All right, so I'll chime in. Law, you already went, right?
No, I didn't. I didn't really have much on it. You know what I mean? Lack of accountability is probably the biggest one. That's all I got.
So I'll add that too. Accountability. You undateable for me if you got multiple baby fathers. That's just my preference. I don't want to deal with a woman who allow more than one man to come into her womb and use her body as a vessel to bring forth life. Me spiritually and the way I'm anchored in my principles, I believe a woman only should be a vessel for one man. You undateable to me if you don't come from a representation of what a thriving relationship look like. I need you to have some confidence or some hope in being able to witness how it's been done. You know what I'm saying? And more importantly, I would be able to see that as well. You know what I'm saying? I would be able to see your father, you know what I'm saying, or your father figure, and be able to evaluate and analyze the principles that he had and the principles that your mother encompassed, which in turn came from the father in your life. I can't date a woman who's insecure about her look. I want you to feel beautiful, look beautiful. If you want to wear something and you can't fit it, I need you to get to the gym so you can fit it. I need you to counter whatever you're insecure about and put in the work. Don't just keep complaining about how you look. Go do the damn work. I can't date a woman in 2024. It should be 2025 since we're getting there. I'm married, by the way, but I'm just answering the question hypothetically. I can't be with a woman who can't fucking cook. All these damn tutorial videos on YouTube and all you can find is twerk videos and shit like that's a damn shame. You got to be able to cook. You got to be able to clean. You need to have some type of financial literacy. I don't need you running up my damn bank account. You know what I'm saying? I can't be with a woman who just run up my money and not bring me any resources in return or anything substantial in return for the money she running up. You can spend money, but just bring me something back. Bring something back that we can hold on to. Street life. I can't be with a woman who constantly in the fucking streets every weekend. Gotta go out and get validation from her friends and from people out there and exposure. Oh, in the nightlife. No. If you're gonna be married, you gotta put them things away. I can't be with a woman who allow single friends or toxic women or women who ain't got shit going on with them, ain't got no relationships to be latching on in her circle. Talking about that's my bestie. Fuck that. Oh, that woman. I'm sorry. She ain't good for you. She ain't good for the marriage, the best interest of the relationship, the direction we going with. You need to cut her off. I hate when women hang on to women that ain't got nothing going on, ain't got nothing to add, no value to add, can't elevate you, can't teach you nothing. Ain't got no man. All she doing is talking about you and allowing you to vent. And whenever you got a problem, she gonna take your side and tell you, girl, you need to move on. It's a dude. I know a dude here and there. Well, why you ain't got a damn man? Oh, excuse my language. But I'm just saying, man, y'all feel me? Y'all go ahead.
I ain't get the nail on the coffin. I mean, in regards to having criterias for dating a woman or having someone dateable, I mean, she should be able to cook. If she don't know how to cook, then of course she's gonna be cheating because that's survival. You want a home cooked meal. You want some type of substance when dealing with a woman. But I'm not saying that's all that. I'm saying that maybe there's different ways on how to date people, and they just don't know how to do it. But I do know if she can't cook, nor does she come to the table with anything, that I'm not really gonna mess with her. If she got 3 different baby daddies, then what's the point? That's 3 different headaches. Like, you think I want to deal with that? No, that's something totally different. But I would agree with my man earlier in
Now, what
regards
if she
to
had two though?
if she had 2, still, man, that's hit or miss. Cause shoot, she got 2 and have 3 kids, and you think I'm gonna try to build with that? That's a lot to deal with. That's a lot to deal with. I understand 1, but 2, that's kind of 50-50 right there. We're gonna have to see personalities and how we vibe and kind of go from there. But I would agree with majority of what people are saying earlier. I can't really put anything else on it because we've been hitting everything on the same topic. So that's what I got for it right now at the moment.
I was just looking for the ladies to be a lot more, not meticulous, but more specific. All of this pessimist and these it's words, nigga. Talk about specific. What the hell you don't like, or what's a deal breaker?
Darwin, we gave you a lot. Like
I think I was getting
it's
coffee. That's
6
probably why.
women. It's 6 women on here, and I don't think any of us repeated anything. You got a lot if you were listening.